All right, listen up, you Marxist smarks. I need you to click that like button. I need you to click that sub button before we even get started. All right, and without further ado, we're going to get to the story of the Bloodline Part 2. Okay, so where we left off, Roman Reigns just was crowned and anointed the guy from WWE when he had to go face Triple H at WrestleMania 32 for the WWE Championship. Now, Triple H was a part of the Authority and was the active figure at that time with Stephanie McMahon. And the Authority was basically one of the best heel factions they had in a while. I mean, everybody loved the Authority because they were actual heels in a time where most gimmicks didn't really feel very authentic or had many realistic perspectives on it, I would say. So, the WrestleMania 32 wasn't very good. Roman Reigns goes over Triple H and is the WWE champion. Okay? Then we get to the point where we get to Money in the Bank where Roman Reigns gets defeated by Seth Rollins. A Seth Rollins that just came back from injury. And the only reason Roman Reigns had received that title at SummerSlam is because Seth Rollins was injured, and they had to go with somebody at the time. Now, we almost got an epic face-off with Roman Reigns facing Seth Rollins for that belt at that Survivor Series for the main event. And that would have been epic. I would have liked that. That would have been good, for real. Then we get Dean Ambrose winning the title and carrying the title and then eventually dropping it to AJ Styles, right? So then we get to a point where we find out that Roman Reigns had tested positive for Adderall. Now, for those who don't know what Adderall is a drug that can make you stay up longer. I don't know too much extensively about what the other properties it makes you have, but it's just known for making you stay up to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too much into all that. But I digress. Going further on, after he gets popped for the Adderall, Vince McMahon plans what they call the redemption storyline. So he comes back from suspension. I think he feuds with Rusev for the United States title. Rusev beats him clean. One pay-per-view. The next pay-per-view, he beats him for the title. I think he drops it to... I forget he dropped it to the United States title. He drops it to... I don't know who he dropped it to. I forget, but he drops the United States title to somebody. Then he doesn't have any belt. And we're thinking that the main event for WrestleMania 33 is going to be Jericho versus Kevin Owens. But WWE totally swerves us. WWE totally swerves us by bringing out The Undertaker. And The Undertaker at that time was the most over person on the roster, bar none. It doesn't matter who it was. He was the most over person, right? So then they have the match, Undertaker, Roman Reigns. They have it. As you know, Roman Reigns goes over at WrestleMania when he faces Taker at WrestleMania 33 in the main event. He goes over. The next night on Raw, he gets booed out the building. Fans are literally saying, "Fuck you, Roman." It's crazy, right? But then, I think, what the fuck happened? WrestleMania 33, right, I remember, WrestleMania 33, Brock Lesnar won the Universal Championship. Then at WrestleMania 34, and the day after WrestleMania 33, the rumors were already in that WrestleMania 34 would be Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. And a year later, it came to pass, right? And we all thought that Roman Reigns was going over, but they swerved us just like they swerved us when Undertaker had lost with Brock Lesnar in Louisiana. WrestleMania was in Louisiana that time, and we got swerved. And basically, Brock Lesnar went over Roman Reigns, and everybody was shocked, right? It was crazy. It was a crazy year. Roman Reigns will not be in the main event for the next 2 years after that, right? And then we had to talk about what the scene of WWE was back then, right? Because we've been fast forwarding a little bit. Okay, so after that, right, WrestleMania 34, Roman Reigns, he faces Brock Lesnar for the Universal title at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar puts him over, and he wins the belt. Then he tells the world he has leukemia, right? And he goes away for months and months at a time, right? So then, you know, the Universal title was held by, several different other people. And, Roman Reigns came back. Roman Reigns came back against The Fiend and Braun Strowman. And he beat them for the Universal title, right? And then that's when he started talking about the God mode stuff, right? That's when he started talking about he was in God mode. That's when he started, winning every match. It doesn't matter what, And then on SmackDown, I think it was either Jimmy or Jay. I forget which one. One of the Usos. They win a qualifying match to face him in a Hell in a Cell, right? So in Hell in a Cell, right, Roman Reigns, he beats the hell out of one of the Usos, right? And then the other one comes out to help the other one, and Roman Reigns pretends like he's not gonna, keep beating up the other one, but he puts his brother in the chokehold, and then the brother gives up, so he released the other brother, and he won't hurt him. So then, it starts the Bloodline storyline for real. And then they battle against Roman, but they can't beat him, so they end up joining him, right? And it becomes successful. The Bloodline gets over as hell, straight to the moon, really. Roman Reigns keeps defeating everybody that comes at him. And Brock Lesnar had challenged him at WrestleMania 38. Well, before we talk about the Edge. Edge won the Royal Rumble for WrestleMania 37. And Daniel Bryan, he got into the main event as well. But Roman Reigns had stacked them niggas up and pinned them. Literally. So I'm really not going to waste too much time talking about them. But then we talk about WrestleMania 38, where Roman Reigns had faced Brock Lesnar for the title, because Brock Lesnar had won the Royal Rumble and was WWE champion. So, that made him, the proper main eventer. And that main event was so big, Stephen A. Smith from ESPN came over, and that's the first time I ever probably really seen him cover a WrestleMania ever, or anybody from one of those high-class sports journalists, come over into the world of wrestling and actually be an active participant. I mean, shit, it's really something when you think about it. But they have the match. Roman goes over and has both belts. And, then, he pretty much reigns over the WWE for a little while. Well, for a long time, actually. 4 years is a long time. But he beats Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. He beats everybody on the roster for this belt. Then Cody Rhodes comes back at WrestleMania 38. And everybody wants Cody Rhodes to win the belt, right? Because Cody Rhodes makes it known the first day on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 38 that he wants the WWE title. But who has the WWE title and Universal title? Roman Reigns. So then it sets us to the course of WrestleMania 39, which we will talk about in the next video. Remember, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Please comment No negative, please. Come on, let's not do that. But thank you.